We are running.
We are. Now we are. Yes, we're doing well. Oh, gosh.
So basically, Mo just has a big swollen leg?
With an infection.
Well, yeah. That's
she
why
does.
It's swollen, right?
Yeah. And I've got a funny feeling it's come in through a fly bite.
Really?
Yeah, because these bite, you know, these big, the big nasty ones, they scissor, you know that, they scissor open a hole to drain the blood out. And so I think what will have happened is,
I didn't know that.
yeah, these greenheads and these big horseflies, they don't just stick their proboscis in, they actually have this sort of sawing action, and it goes like that, and they make an enormous hole which bleeds out. At which point, if it's bleeding out, any infection can go back in. And she's out in the paddock all day. So
She didn't have any fly things on?
well, she hadn't actually been bad on her legs.
Yeah.
But I suppose it just
Do you
takes...
have greenheads over there?
Yes, we do.
That's unusual.
Yes.
I've only had like one greenhead a year here.
Well, you know, I think it's the humidity. I think it's the heat and the wet. Because it's rained so much. I think we're just
No, well, they come from the ocean.
Yes. Yeah, but I think everything's overproducing at the moment.
Yeah.
The mosquitoes are bad as well. Thank you for that.
Go ahead, spit on her.
Yeah. Now over there. Good.
Oh, he's lovely. Yeah, he's
Share
a
it.
good boy.
Share it.
Get out of here. See, now I got...
So she's just going to take a lot of care and attention, but she gets that. I don't know. I'm trying to look. Sometimes mine takes ages to refresh. You see. So she's going to be, you know, it's just her usual Mo.
Yeah.
She's full of everything's dramatic,
Yeah.
including her rolling in the snow and not getting up. So yeah, so we'll take good care of her.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's...
Oh, this is the male here, I assume.
Yes,
Okay.
it is indeed.
I lied.
I'm glad he slobbered all over me because this is actually,
Was that your own slobber?
that's my ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, you had ice cream, did you?
I did. I had ice cream today. Janine got it. Terrible. I met her in the center of town there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Ava with her?
Yes.
Did they have ice cream as well? Do you know?
She had something.
Yeah, do you know something? They left me in the hot, sweaty barn with Miss Momo and Silly
I came over there to find you.
and,
You were
and Silly Chester.
did.
Here she comes. And did I get ice cream? No.
Me neither.
Huh. Yeah. Do you want to sit in the stool?
Here, who's what they need?
What's going on? Oh, I've just found out everybody's had ice cream.
I didn't have
Apart
mine.
from
Here we
us.
go.
I had ice cream.
Yeah.
See?
You didn't poop again.
Carlene, Janine, and crew.
Get away.
$40 for hay bales, $5 for the fun fund. It is time for you to do what's best for you.
Oh.
Always remember to focus on your
Just put on
goals and not on the obstacles. That's true. Always love hearing the stories you share. Suzanne,
That was very kind.
Orlando, Florida.
Yes.
I have a hey, where's she
She's
go?
there.
She went somewhere?
Your dog slobbered on her.
Clean pants.
Oh.
He came over, he took a big drink, and then he came over, and because Larky eats stuff, we don't have any slobber rides. And he just took a big drink and came over and slobbered on me.
Well, I do have a hay report. Everybody paid for your hay so far this year.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanking everybody.
Happy
Yeah, no,
animals.
that leaves us money to pay for Mo's medical expenses today.
Well, yeah, I think you have about $1,000.
Oh, that's the exact amount we were quoted.
Yes.
You have about $1,000 over.
Well,
Okay,
what
perfect.
did Dr.
The
Parrott
parents say
say?
today.
That's Goldie. That's Goldie.
Yeah, he said to us, we need to be careful because this looks like it could go up to about $1,000, and we're like,
Oh.
okay. We're like, okay, Mo.
Because we're trying to decide whether we give her another 48 hours, or we pull the plug on her today. And he was like, she's still got spark in her.
He talked her into this.
He talked us into it.
Well,
He's like, she still has a bounce in her step, and as soon as he gave her that medication and took her out of her misery, she pushed me away, and she's like walking around. And
Not dead yet.
not dead yet, so.
And the other thing is, what did he say about her body condition?
He
That
said
what?
that her body condition was good.
Excellent,
She
he
must
said.
be bad.
He said
Her,
excellent.
she does have a nice coat, but she
No,
does.
but her fat levels, and she's not skinny. It's
I didn't
just
think she was
it's
skinny.
just the muscle tone.
Yeah,
and
I think she's got. I think she'll make it another.
I think she
yeah.
might
You
make
never-
it
the
quite
last
a
time I
while.
Well, okay, so we have the tracker here.
I know. I talked to the guy.
Sorry.
Well, she has 48 hours to see if the medication will reduce the pain and the treatment that she had today.
Is she over there still?
She's still over there, and she's in with a fan, and with
And
a 48
Chester.
and
Is
Chester.
she with a fan
She's
We have
got
a fan
fan
on
to
her.
keep her cool.
Yeah.
in the barn?
Yeah, but it's in the aisle,
it's
and there's
in-
no hay up that
Yeah,
end of
yeah,
the barn.
yeah. It's a safe.
Okay, well,
it's a
be
safe
careful.
equestrian
And there's a
fan.
massive fire structure.
Yeah, don't worry,
it's
yeah.
all wired in that barn.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're.
Okay. Uh-oh, shit, can I open Bud's?
Yeah, Uncle Bud.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Damn it.
That's
He
okay, it's
doesn't like
Uncle
me to
Bud.
open that.
Well, but you didn't read it.
Oh dear.
I put it up in there.
Oh
Yeah,
dear,
take it
I
up
should be
quick.
more careful.
Run, 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 run. Up in the Uncle
Okay.
Bud pile.
This is Diane Bowden,
Oh,
Lunenburg, Mass. And that one does say me.
yes.
There's one job, Mom. One job.
Concentrate.
Jesus Christ.
That says Uncle Bud as well. Look.
What? Oh, this one doesn't.
This one does. And that's from Diane Stewart.
Okay, well here, take this one.
Yes, I will.
Here we go. I love what you do and support you 100%. Please use this $20 where it is needed most. I purchased 2 bales of hay already from the webpage. Wish it could be more, but social service says goes just so far. I know about that. Diane. Dione? D-I-O-N-E?
Diane.
Okay, we'll take it. Long time CP. Where's she from?
Lunenburg, Massachusetts.
Lunenburg, Mass. Okay.
Thank you.
Very
That's
nice. Thank you
kind.
very much. We'll put that in the pot with the cash pot.
I shall take that.
Now, do we need to go through all your personal mail, Mom?
What's this?
Do we need to go through all your personal mail?
Of course. This is for Colby Jakes.
Oh,
That's not your
bad.
personal mail.
There you go.
I'd say.
Close. That was
yeah.
close.
Yeah. We don't need to
That
go
was
through your
a
personal
Well,
mail.
then you can have that. And then we got this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mayo Clinic.
I don't think we need to.
That
We
looks
need
like
You
to
don't
trash.
want
open that. Yeah, that
You don't
looks
wanna
like
do
trash
that.
to me.
Sometimes they like that.
To open junk mail? Yeah.
Oh, we sometimes like to have a little discussion about things,
Oh.
things that appear. Yeah.
Good.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Ready.
Ready, set, go.
I'm going. I'm still going. I'm still going. Where is Carl?
Carl is over in Hamilton at Olaf's. I'm going to see him later.
He is living it up in Hamilton.
Yes.
As
Carl
a-
does not always come with me.
No, as a gentleman of leisure.
How come we don't have Olaf for mail call?
Oh yeah, let's bring him. He'd love it.
No.
That would be.
He's not the mail call type?
No. No.
Oh dear, that's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's not a social media person at all. In fact, he
Okay.
would probably be upset if we even talked
Asked
about
him.
him in social media.
Oh,
Context,
well,
yeah.
that's
We're
all
talking
right.
about Carl.
But
He
it's
was
okay to
very
talk
helpful the day I got stuck in the mud or whatever it was.
About, he's very helpful, but he just hates social media.
I don't like social media either.
Yeah, he hates it. So,
It's got to be
which
a way
is
of
very,
life.
which is, I mean, I don't particularly like it either, but it does great things for a lot of different
Yeah.
nonprofits and a lot of positive.
It's important for the people who connect through it,
Yeah.
who can't get out and about and don't
Yes.
do this.
And the problem is there's a lot of people that use. I don't understand why people go out to social media to complain about stuff.
No, because it just makes
Especially
everyone
when they're complaining
upset.
about me.
There's hardly anybody out there going forward with any concept
but,
at all.
Yeah, but the people that are going forward, and you can keep it in a positive light, you can really go forward.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that are just, I mean, I experienced this for years with Equine Rescue Network. You're out there trying to do a good thing, and there are just people that will find fault in everything you
Tell
do.
me about it.
Yeah, so I understand why people don't like social
Ah.
media. And it's also pretty scary, the amount of tracking that the world does on you. But you know, you've always said don't do anything that, the rule of don't write anything down that you wouldn't want on the back of a postcard. I've adopted that to social media. Like, don't do anything in your life that you wouldn't
Explain on the bike.
like that would get you in jail, or you would be embarrassed about. 'Cause
Well, I think anything
What?
we do, we can explain.
I can explain away.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I
try
don't
to
know
be.
about that myself.
I try to stick within the boundaries of the law, and
You do.
yeah, you stretch it, but I don't.
But
I
you know,
try to do things right, but
I've got a funny story about Olaf.
uh-oh.
It's not a bad story.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
just that Olaf is super because he thinks ahead and he plans ahead, and the way that we really do as well. And we were going down to
Right.
to auction,
Yeah.
and we were taking the big horse trailer.
The big horse.
The
trailer.
big horse trailer. And it was the first time I think we'd used that horse trailer.
Yeah.
And that horse trailer actually has, the hay rack that's on top of it.
Yeah.
At which point that adds a wee bit of clearance
Yeah.
onto sort of like,
It
sort
adds
of like-
6 inches.
yeah, these inconvenient sort of like tunnels and bridges. And so Olaf very kindly measured it for us, and he stuck the post-it note on the dashboard, which actually we used. We were like, oh, don't be silly, well, it'll be fine, you can. And we were like, actually, check what side.
Yeah, we're like
clear.
on Parkway. Then
Yeah.
it says 10-foot clearance. We're like,
We're
where's
like,
the sticker?
where's the
now?"
sticker notes?
I'm
And then,
driving.
and then we got to, we'd taken 2 horses down with us because they were going to Aiken.
Yeah.
Remember? And we'd taken 2 horses down with us, and he'd said to us, do you have the knife? And we went, oh, of course we've got
What
the
do we- what do we
what
need a
knife?
knife
What
for?
knife? And I actually had a knife. And we were like, yes, we've got the, and we were like proud of ourselves. We were like, of course we have, we've got the knife, and it's
We've got-
right, get it out the bag. Here!
Yeah. Yeah,
Job
'cause he was
done.
like, you need to have a knife in that truck.
Oh,
just
we're-
in-" and we're like, we got a knife. And I'm like,
Where's
really?
the knife? Find
And
it quick.
she actually had the knife. We had to show him the
Yeah.
knife
So
before
we-
that. And
so
we had
we-
to know where it was.
Yeah, we put it in there. We got into Pennsylvania. It was dark. We'd sat for 2 hours stationary outside Charlotte
Yeah.
because there was toxic substances on the road, and it wasn't anything to do with us. And then
And it was your horse. It was Taxi in the trailer.
yes,
Oh,
and
really?
then even worse, we realised that as we were sitting there, the lights were a bit intermittent.
Yeah, the lights
And we were
started to go.
wiggling wires, and we were having a super time. And we were like, well, that's all these terrible things. We got there, opened the back of the trailer, and Janine says, oh, she's like, Taxi's got her foot stuck in the hay net. The hay net is stuck on the side of the trailer. And we were like,
And Taxi-
knife!
Because it's stuck underneath between the
Hopefully
horseshoe.
that's where she got it down here.
Yeah.
Got it caught in a back foot, and and Lincoln's already off the trailer, so she started to fight. She
Panicking.
wants to get off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get the knife, and she knew exactly where it was.
I know. And so eventually, after we got Taxi all settled in cab, we were like, oh, thank God for that knife.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't tell Olaf.
No, we don't tell Olaf that, because that would just prove him
Because that
right.
would prove him right.
Yeah, and we don't want that.
Yes.
Anyway, so yes. So we always carry knives now.
Yeah, we always have that. That
Yeah.
knife is. I know exactly where it is now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know exactly it's 9 foot 6 inches.
Yes.
That's not the same trailer here, is it?
Then it's with the
With the rack on top.
The rack
Yeah.
on top.
Oh,
Nice.
Is that, was that your original trailer?
No, that's the second. The first
Wow.
gooseneck only had
Yeah.
was shorter.
Yeah.
It didn't have the rack.
This one's got far more capacity,
Yeah.
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 and it's super.
Yeah.
So, Dawn Henderson, who's a lady who came here with her husband
Yes.
just recently, she's asking, have you cooked the pork yet?
Have I who?
Cooked the pork.
The pork
Yeah, you
roast. Have you done
Cooked
that
the
yet?
pork?
Cooked.
Pork.
No.
Where
Oh.
is it?
Must be in the freezer.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, remember it's there.
All right.
I didn't go
You should
look.
Yeah, you should probably cook that.
Not right now.
Okay.
Carlene, how was your day?
It was very busy.
Oh.
Eating ice cream. I had ice cream all down the front
Yeah,
of the
you do not need to rub the ice cream in. It's fine. We
Yeah.
know.
No, it was just bored of running around. Doing not too much. I went over to see Ann.
Oh, did
There
you?
go.
I did. I went over to see Ann, sat with her for about 25 minutes, and I couldn't stay longer because I had dogs with me.
Yeah.
You know? At any rate, I had a good time.
Excellent.
I didn't really have anything to do.
Oh, we could have found you plenty to do.
Well,
Yeah,
I couldn't find you guys.
That's because
really try too
we
hard.
were inside the barn
Yeah.
Inside the barn.
in the heat.
Evaluating Mo.
Yeah, and then trying to.
We had to sit around and be sad for a while because we thought she was going to die. Then all of a sudden we're like, we wasted all morning on that.
Yeah. And now she's like, right.
We're sitting around talking about all the
Memories.
memories of Mo. And then the vet shows up and says, oh no, she's not ready to go.
And she's in very good condition.
Yeah.
And she's a very hard keeper, so we're doing a great
Yeah.
job. I'm like, yes.
All right.
Anyway, moving on from Mo.
She's not choked again, so you
No,
must be
she's
doing
No,
well.
3 years ago when she choked, I said the next time she chokes,
She's got no more room for
we are not
choking.
even going to spend a dime on her because she was so miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has not choked. It's been 3 years. And Brian said there was
She
so
heard
much,
you.
yeah, so much damage in his throat. He's like, she will choke again within a month. 3 years later, she's
But
still gone.
she is on liquid food.
Yeah,
She gets sloppy dinner.
sloppy dinner.
Yeah.
Sloppy dinner. That's obviously keeping the weight on her and keeping her happy.
Did anyone notice we switched animals around in the barn?
Yes, they did.
Okay, very good.
They did.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that. You do not still have Lincoln, because Lincoln lives just down the road.
Yeah, Lincoln and Taxi live together just down the road.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, Olaf is now internet famous. That will not go down well.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna. What is it that Lucy? I'm gonna have some explaining to do.
Yeah.
but just say that we were admiring his planning strategies.
So he's a planner.
Yep,
I
and
am
it works
not
out well.
always a planner. I'm a seat in my pants, and you and I together, it's dangerous.
I always take bubblies with me, so we're always hydrated and functioning.
Always hydrated.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
Today and Altoids.
So, and Altoids today.
And I've
yes.
learned that when we go down to Pennsylvania, to bring my wine for my glass of
Oh,
wine at
yes,
night.
we get caught out with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania is really strict.
You were saying
You can look this old, and they ask you for ID.
And they're serious about it.
Very serious.
Well, I went up to the counter and I didn't have my ID, and then all I want is my little thing of wine. I like to have a glass of
a
wine.
wee tiny
I'll
bottle.
leave before I go to bed, and I
we don't know.
Hey, Rare, got rid of it.
I don't need an ID. Look at how old I am. And they're like, no, you need one. You can't sell you. And I was like, all right, Elizabeth, come on. And because we were together, they wouldn't allow her to buy
Because they
it.
wouldn't let me buy wine for her because they knew I was going to buy it and give it to her.
And I'm
Who's older than me?
And it's the only place in Pennsylvania, like where
Yep.
there's no other stores around.
So we went to the hotel, and then when we got to the hotel, it was fantastic. I said, "Can you put this on our room?" And they went, "Yeah." And I went, "Here's yours. Here's mine. See you in the morning."
That's really funny.
Yeah, they had it in the hotel room.
Yeah. So that sorted that problem out. We were all okay. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what I've done to this. That was that phone, did it?
So your phone, yours?
That seems to be working.
Yeah,
Though.
it was,
Yeah.
My picture's gone all screwy.
Yeah. So is everyone pleased that we brought back?
The tiny terror hairs.
Yeah, we tried to get the big animals out to leave a little bit of extra room for Delight to have her baby, so we can have little
Yeah.
things. So we brought back all the little ones and brought.
And it's time you got those out of the end of a leash trying to walk them around here.
Those guys are all halter broke.
Yeah, they
That
seem
little
to be
group that
pretty
we brought back, they just haven't done anything for a while. That's Elizabeth's problem.
I know, it is a total problem.
Okay, what are they?
Oh, so, yes, there will be a toilet in the... My phone's just got a bit funny because something happened over there and it's gone a bit loopy. Anyway, there will be a toilet, a composting toilet, I think, in the
Yeah,
guest
we're
house,
replacing the composting toilet in the guest house. That's
Yes.
what's going on.
which is very exciting.
And
And moving with the
Upgrading.
time, upgrading in an
Upgrading,
ecological fashion.
yeah.
That's correct. This one is the super duper.
Did you get the
A super
incinerator?
pooper.
Yeah, they have upgraded what is available since.
Yes.
So we're
It has
getting
buttons.
we're
number,
getting- we're
number one
replacing an
button and
old
number
one.
2 button.
Woo!
yeah, and we're replacing an old one with a newfangled.
Newfangled.
Isn't it like a $3,000 toilet?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't even want to talk about it.
But it doesn't have any connection to septic. But the problem with this whole thing about the service dog project using the guest house is they wanted to use that bathroom for all 17 staff that they have here, and that would be
No, can't
not.
do that.
Yeah, you would have to. You'd have be filling up that tank
That's correct.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not equal.
It's so
It's
complicated
not a
that
high volume toilet.
Yeah,
So
but when you decided on that toilet, nobody wanted the guest house
Right,
anyway,
right,
and then
yeah.
everybody changed the goalposts.
Yeah.
So when we sourced the toilet, it wasn't wanted. And now that we've got a newfangled composting toilet, obviously it's
But it's
interesting.
still not of high volume.
No, it's
It
not.
would just, because I think you have to put a bag, I don't even know how it works, because it's not here yet, but.
I don't think you need a bag with this one.
Is this is
that
a
was
tank
with
one.
that was with the incinerator.
Oh, yeah, this is a tank, it sits in a tank.
Well, do you sit on it, press a button, and the flames come up? That actually sounds really dangerous.
That doesn't sound so great.
And you're worried about fans
I
on
know.
there, that's
Yeah.
I
wrong.
know, fans in the
On
barn,
fire.
incinerators in your
town.
toilet. Oh no.
Yeah, well, that's the way that the carpenter explained it. He gave us all the choices of the newfangled gadgets they
the
have. and
upgrades.
They've got a lot of different choices
Yeah,
now.
it's unbelievable. I spent like 2 days studying toilets.
Yeah, yeah.
I know more about it than I did to start with.
Wow.
An expert in time and
So
motion.
that's what's happening.
What?
But unfortunately,
Time and motion.
Time
yeah,
and motion.
it does not meet the requirements for what the service dog project needs. Which
No,
is a
it's-
high volume,
It's for personal
handicap
use.
accessible, which we don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only handicap accessible toilet is the portable.
The porta potty.
You can
Yeah.
roll
Well,
in there
no,
with you can roll in there with a wheelchair,
Yep.
turn around, and use the toilet.
Yep.
But anyway, so
And-
that's all this. That's
I've been paying for it for a couple of months, but it really is a service dog project expense, so I'm
Yeah.
going to charge it to them. And
I have actually seen people using it.
I mean,
I have, yeah. I didn't follow them in to make sure they were using it, but they definitely go in, came in, shut the door, and came out a period later. So it has been used.
I
Yeah.
know.
oh wow!
Yes.
I've not seen anybody
Yes.
use it.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, we're getting it pumped every week anyway.
Yeah.
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 And then when they come to pump, will they pump the
Yep.
the
Yeah.
The trailer.
And even if we
that
don't
one
have-
Well, they're going to be pumping a lot of. I wonder if they'll clean up the paddocks for us and take away the manure because our
That,
manure.
do you know what? This is actually could evolve into something really quite helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So the
I don't know why it's different than dog poo, but I suppose I shouldn't even mention it. Why the dog poo goes in the dumpster?
I know. Are you supposed to put it in the dumpster?
I don't know.
Well, I always feel like when I take Wanda for a walk, I wonder.
Throw it in the woods.
Yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't say that, but hers are like little tiny
Tiny
potato
little-
chips. So I just
Great Danes or not.
yeah. You go with the Great Dane, but when I go with Carl, you end up with a bag, and
Quite a big bag.
I always feel like. Okay, well, I now have the green bags. For a
Yeah.
long time, I was just using plastic bags, and then you put everything in a plastic bag to be more economically or environmentally friendly. But then you get a plastic bag that you're sitting there
Yeah.
carrying.
And that will not
Isn't
degenerate.
this an interesting mail call?
Right, but the green bags, I guess, are
They're supposed to
Compost.
disintegrate. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But you're quite right, because otherwise you've got a plastic bag full of poo that doesn't break down, so you can dig it up in 20 years and you've still got a plastic bag full of poo.
full of poo. Yeah.
If it's sealed, yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
just be super smelly.
Yeah. So.
All it's got to do is be torn just a little bit.
Yeah,
But then you still have a plastic bag in the ground, which I don't think is good.
no.
Plastic's bad. I don't know.
I know somebody asked earlier on, and I can't find it, but somebody asked about the bedroom setup in the guest house, and the bedroom setup actually works perfectly for you because there is a downstairs bedroom and there's an upstairs bedroom.
Yeah.
So it works perfectly for Janine and
No, not
Carlene.
gonna happen. Not gonna happen. No.
So it actually is fully accessible to you on the ground floor.
No, it's not, because I can't drive my car up to it.
Well, yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah, that's the.
But the inside part
the
is
inside part is.
beautiful.
Inside of once I get in there.
Yeah, it's lovely. We just got to get
No,
you in there.
You got to get up there.
Well, I think maybe if you take the car and you go around like this and then straight up that little golf cart
I-
trail,
I-
but
I-
you're almost to the same problem that you have now. But
Right.
it's a slightly better if you did that. Yeah. No, but it's only 14
You know what would
months.
be the perfect guess for the recipients is where I want to have my apartment, and I'd be happy to let them use it whenever they need it for a recipient.
Yeah. When,
For me to have that downstairs thing
Yeah,
in the laundry.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
yeah.
Yes, but it's
But we're
been
not.
used as an
We're not
office
gonna.
just
We're
now.
not gonna go down that path again. We're gonna wait
Yeah.
patiently for the
Well, no, I'm
18
gonna-
months,
I'm
however
gonna-
long it is.
I got
Yeah,
other
but they
things to
could,
do.
they could,
We
because
have.
you're right, they could use that was where, in the green building, which way back when I was in my 20s,
That was your bedroom.
that was my bedroom, and the upstairs where Carly and Mike live, that's where, like a big open, they
You
had
had a
kitchen.
boyfriend with a child.
Oh, Andrew, yeah, yeah.
with the pennies.
Oh, like pennies, yeah.
Did he bring pennies? We like him.
I still
Where's
have that
he?
thing of pennies.
Oh,
Do you?
That,
She had a he was a banker.
All right.
yeah, and he had an obsession with pennies, and he had a big tub full of 1944, the old
The
pennies.
gold, silver.
And those pennies are in the guest house. I saw them
Really?
recently. Yeah.
Well, he had the pennies went all around the house. The guest
Yeah,
room.
yeah, he used to sort
upstairs.
pennies. Yeah.
One for every year.
and you're not with him any longer.
No.
Okay,
no,
good to know.
yeah.
Well, not true.
Sorry,
Yeah.
carry on.
But if you had somebody having a birthday or something, you could go over and get the pennies
From that year.
from
Yeah,
that
because
year.
he would
That was
whenever
very-
he had pennies, he would bring home pennies, and he'd be like, "This is 1967.
Yeah.
This is 1952."
Wow, that's so
he had a
We
row
have
of
all
jars.
I worried about the weight of them because there was a lot of them.
pennies, but I
Is
somehow
that
I
easy
still
in the
have them.
evenings?
They
Yeah,
went through pennies.
Yeah, I
Set
still
them all
have
up.
the 19. Then we moved away. Okay, so then I moved away, and I did not live here for a long
okay,
time.
Okay. And you didn't take the pennies?
We took some of the pennies. I remember we lived in Beacon Hill for years with he and his pennies, and then I finally left all the pennies behind
Okay.
and left him in Beacon Hill with the pennies. But
I moved up
Okay,
to
well, at
dollars.
least we got
somehow
off the
we
toilet
did
on the
end up
pennies.
with a 1944 thing, and it's
Yes,
still over
it's
there.
those silver pennies.
The silver
during the
pennies.
war.
That's actually
Wow.
I
pretty
don't know how
cool.
we ended up with that. I still ended up with that in the.
And
But you have
yes,
a gallon of them.
It's this many.
Yeah.
This many.
Wow.
and thank you, Becky.
Just for everybody's note,
Uh-huh.
a gallon of pennies is $60.
That's pretty
Is that
good.
right?
Wow.
Just about exactly. Because for George Meyer's Christmas party, I filled a 5-gallon jug, and I knew, because we counted them ahead of time,
Uh-huh.
what was in that jug, and it was $290-something odd dollars.
Wow.
Look, it's a family thing playing with pennies.
I didn't play with the pennies. I was not. That was not my thing. It was, everybody's got their thing, and that happened to be his.
Well, I gave it away as a
as a prize.
present at the party.
crazy,
It's
yeah.
That's
a bugger to carry. They were heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
imagine.
It was funny.
And thank you,
Anyways,
Becky.
but so in that building, there was an upstairs that was sitting area, and there was a little room there for other.
Pennies?
There's another little bedroom up there on the second floor. A little bedroom. And then there's a spiral staircase that would go down to the bedroom and the bathroom that went with that whole thing. And then on the other side it used to be a garage, but you put parrots in there, like the macaw parrots.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was not a kennel, but there was 2 macaw parrots that lived in there. There was Rufus, and then other one that came
Rufus.
from the, this was, I was in my 20s. It came from the nunnery place, and it used to imitate
scream.
the fire
The
alarms.
fire alarm. Oh
And
my
that's
God.
why the
God.
nuns had to get rid of it, because it would make the noise of the fire alarms. And so you'd be in bed, and I don't know, every once in a while, the damn parrots would go off in the middle of the night, because something would walk by, and they'd wake up, and they'd start making like a fire alarm noise.
The parrots
And
would
you,
go off.
yeah, you think it's hard to shut off, like, normally you could just take the battery out, but
Not
what do you
parrots.
do? Not parrots.
No,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
They go.
I forgot about
So
that.
you wonder why I moved away for many years. You just wonder
That's
why.
what-
No, I have no idea.
That's the bird that ate a hose.
Uh-oh.
It
Oh,
took
did it?
one hole.
Oh.
He pecked a hole.
No,
in
that was
every hose of
Rufus.
the-
That was the other one.
Yeah.
The white one. That
Oh.
was he was a what was it? The macaw was
The macaws were.
they were bright
Yeah, they were.
red. But
Wow.
the Rufus was a white one.
He was white.
A cockatiel.
A cockatiil with the thing. Yeah, and he used to attack
cockatoo.
Dad's car.
Noisy.
Yes.
Both of them were
Yeah, they make
so
loud
noisy.
noise.
Yeah. So you
I
wondered
didn't
why I
have the,
moved
I
away
didn't have
for
the
many
macaws. I
years.
had borrowed the macaws for something. I don't think I ever owned those macaws.
No, they lived down in that.
Well, they
basement.
may have. Somebody must have given them or borrowed them or something. I don't know, for some
They
job.
lived down there when I
They're
was
not
here.
there now, though. It's okay.
Yeah, she had probably a chicken dinner.
I had a chicken
But
dinner.
they really
After
were
the alarms.
just, they were like, they weren't friendly at all. You would let them out, but to get them back in, they'd come at you, especially Rufus. Rufus
Rufus
bit somebody's, you used to let Rufus wander around the,
Yeah, I was hoping
and the
he'd
Great
stay
Danes.
off.
The Great Danes were afraid of him, like, the dogs would be out there, they'd be like, oh, little chicken thing, I'm gonna go eat that. Then they'd be like, no,
No.
not gonna eat him.
He put a hole in somebody's
Somebody's ear.
somebody's boot.
Oh,
A steel boot, you know,
Yeah.
the tar. Yeah.
They have a good look.
And his other obsession was
hubcaps.
hubcaps.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, that's the other problem. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so surprised.
And
that-
they would just chase them into they'd all run into their cages. They would be running around loose.
Yeah.
And then that night you'd chase them into their cages, and then they'd go into their cages for the night, just like a stall. But
Yeah.
they were not friendly animals,
Excellent.
and they were my roommates when I lived in that building. I only lived in that building for maybe a year, and then I moved away and refused to ever come back. I don't know how I ever. I'm not back
And
here.
now look at you.
I'm building a house, so I was here in and out. So
Yeah.
In denial.
I do not live here.
In denial.
Your official residence is South Carolina.
Yeah, it is South Carolina.
Yeah. That's what your license plate says on your
It is
car.
what it says, yeah.
That's
and
what
I
she's
have a home
hoping.
down there.
That was my job of the week, and I haven't even started it.
What?
To go around and look at what car was registered to who.
Yeah, yeah.
The cars, the trailers, do they have plates on? Because there's a trailer, there's a license plate in the front of my car.
I think it's a trailer plate. There
I
must be a
have no
trailer
idea.
plate.
No, that one in the front of your car. That's what I was looking for with it.
We were
those
looking
dog
for that
feathers.
when we need to.
She found
remember.
her license plate underneath all that crap, but I don't know what that's. How do you find out if you have a license plate?
It's on the documentation, but the documentation was taken out of down there and moved down the hill. It's on
Okay.
all the paperwork.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
Okay. All right. So we don't know, but yeah.
Well,
We must be able to go to the RMV and ask.
Yeah, we have
maybe
yeah,
online.
Yeah.
well, no, I go to the insurance agent and ask them who I'm
Well,
paying
I
for.
don't know what happened to the big trailer that I drove today. Used to have a 23 little plastic sticker on the corner, and now somebody peeled it off. So I have a 22, and I know it's registered because I read that trailer's registered to me.
Yeah.
Both those trailers are, yeah.
The whole trail, the whole.
And we took off your plate.
Yeah.
Did you get it back?
Yeah, I got it back.
Because I gave it to Mike.
Yeah.
You gotta
With the
watch it
screws
around
and
here.
the screwdriver
Yeah.
in a bag.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, we're good.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're good. No, that's fine.
Well done, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
And thank you for the loan of your number
That's
plate.
fine.
Yes.
No problem.
We didn't do anything bad while wearing it.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
we used your
We
plate.
didn't go
Yeah,
through
that's
any
In fact, we didn't put it on.
easy chore thing.
No.
Yeah.
What she does.
No.
Yeah.
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 So yes, thank you, polling. The barn animals do like the treats and peppermints. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yes,
That's
and we go
definitely-
through a lot of those. Those are good things to send to us because you can never have enough treats.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking in what the animals
Oh, Nancy Snarjamon, she wants to know whether or not you've got a heated seat on your toilet.
What, who?
A
Heated
heated seat on your
No.
toilet.
would say. Oh, was that even an option? We would have
I
thought-
haven't even tried the one downstairs, have you?
No.
No.
Yeah.
He could be very upset.
Who?
The guy who put it in.
Why?
He told me to go down and try it.
Does it have a door in it?
No.
I'm not
Could
going
be a
down there.
problem.
No.
It's like no.
Yeah.
We even could have put the door. The door is down there.
The door's down there. I don't know. I didn't even
There
go
you
look
go.
at it.
Maybe lean
Wide
against the
open.
wall, but
Yeah.
we have a door.
Carlene, what did you do in a tanning bed?
What's this?
A tanning bed.
No, we don't have tanning beds.
Yeah, but there's a story about a tanning bed.
That's on your 990 form. There's a place for you to check off whether you have a tanning bed.
Have you?
Haven't you seen that? It's way down there, and you got to
Okay.
check no on that one.
Okay. Yeah.
It's right down the bottom of the page. This long page, checking.
Somehow I think I remember that, but the last 2 years I have not
Filled it
done,
out.
I have not done my 9. I just prepare everything, and I have an accountant do it. It took me, I don't know, 10 years of running ERN before I finally could afford to have somebody else deal with it. I give her all the
You have a
spreadsheets.
different whole system with ERN.
Yeah, yeah.
We're on the $10 variety. You have more expensive people.
What do you mean? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, well, I mean we've got our $10 people.
We've
Yeah,
got our no dollar people.
We've got a lot of no dollar people.
In fact,
yeah.
we don't have any dollar people until we come to the tax accountant.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
That's why we can afford
Well, I have like we have a few foundations that give us money.
Yeah.
And then I do like we get a lot of our money from Facebook market putting stuff on Facebook when we go to the auctions.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the people always give us money to go rescue animals, but they don't realize when
not
you bring them,
maintain them.
you bring them back, you gotta
Yeah.
feed them.
That's where the hay comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and When we have excess money, then I rescue animals and I've mentioned that before, I give them to like the Standardbred Foundation and things like that, and I try not to bring them home a lot of times, because
You said you're going to get 2 standard breads.
yeah, whenever I get down there very soon. I might, well, I gotta leave, I gotta go, I'm thinking about Sunday,
She's getting itchy.
then go on Monday, and then so I gotta get moving.
But you're not gonna bring the Santa Brits here.
I hope not. Well, no, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but yeah. I'm hoping that Bixby finds a home this week.
Which would be nice for Bixby.
Yeah. And
Because Bixby's settling in rather too well and is a bit much of the come cuddle me now.
Yeah.
And when they start getting like that, it's really quite traumatic for them moving on.
it's traumatic for us too. Yeah, he's starting to be too nice. So
Yeah.
he's gotta go.
He's getting a bit too
Yeah, he's gotta
cuddly.
go find his person to love him. And I
Yeah.
have someone who I have been working with for a while, and
Because
Wallace is.
he's very sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wallace
he
has
is.
been getting on him,
I
so
saw
I think
that.
he's gonna leave next week. And
Okay.
if that's good, we do have an opening. Not a big opening, because we've got a lot of animals.
And we've got donkeys with appendages,
And yeah, so
which
it's,
puts a bit of
yeah,
a
we're pretty
strain
proud of it.
on.
But
So Delight is still in the barn at night time, and
Yeah,
she's
she is.
still on the barn. She's
And
still
you-
on Crazy Acres. She's not going to Meriden.
No.
no, she's gonna stay here till she has that damn baby.
When Janine will be down before she leaves, she'll be squeezing her around the middle.
Yes, when she
And,
has that damn baby, there's gotta be a baby in there.
Although I will say there is a wager on.
Yeah,
I
there's
wouldn't
a
say
$50 wager.
$50 because we've got a lot of money riding on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's right. And people forget that us of the older generation grew up in some houses didn't have toilets inside, and some houses were really lucky when they had one functioning toilet inside.
Yeah.
So we've kind of.
I'm not that old. There was actually plumbing when I was born. I don't know about you.
There was, but
In
we
your
didn't
home.
have it.
Yeah,
No.
we did. We had it. Yeah, but yeah, I mean.
When you were in the trailer down here, you did not have a
yeah,
toilet.
no, we had. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I'm still in therapy over that one.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll really be fine.
You'll be all right. Don't worry.
I was 15 years old, living in a horse trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had room to hang clothes and things. There was room in there.
Your definition of, life is sometimes different than
Everyone
not just
else's.
mine, but the rest of the world. So yeah,
You were fortunate to have it.
I've heard that before. And I appreciate everything. I always appreciate having a roof over my head.
Yes.
Yes, it is nice.
Yeah.
That you're not sharing with animals.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I don't
Because
mind.
we've
I don't
come
mind
on in
one.
age now. One
Yeah.
does fine, but the big hairy ones that.
Yeah.
The hard
Yeah.
to share.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't want to share a bed with a Great Dane.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. You do.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
Wallace is yes working with Bixby,
Yeah.
He did
and
He should be working with Bixby right now because he was coming at 4:00.
oh,
Yeah.
that was
Excellent.
good. The
Right
video
after we
looked
left, or right before we left.
and somebody Judy here, she has a barrister cockatoo, and she's had him for 22 years, and Gabriel's friendly and gives kisses.
Okay, that was not Rufus.
Not Rufus. No. Well, that's nice. I like cockatoos.
Oh, the other thing about Rufus
Uh-huh.
was the only thing he could say was, "Is that all you can say?" So regardless of what anybody said to him, he would say, "Is that all you can say?
Is that all
Is
you
that all
can
you
say?
can
Is that all
say?"
you can say? Yeah.
That was the other endearing thing. about him. I had him at the Topsfield Fair.
Really?
You should have left him at the
Yeah,
Topsfield
yeah,
Fair.
It was awful. Well, these were hand-me-down birds. They were rescue birds
Yeah.
for a reason,
Yeah.
and we gave them a good free life. You just
Yeah.
couldn't get near them.
I finally gave him to the carpenter that put this room
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Because he already had one.
Oh.
Yeah.
He said, "My life is already miserable. I'll take the second." They lived for like 70 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
he
birds,
lives.
yeah.
He lives in Rowley.
Oh, that's far too close.
Stop. I think
Yeah,
My
good enough.
field.
Yeah,
My
but
That's a bit further
might
out.
fly back here.
Yeah.
he had a funny name. Never mind.
Don't remember
He
it
does.
because somebody might tell him and he might bring it back.
Yeah, it might,
Yeah, I
might
can't
fly
remember
back.
his name. I
Real
get a
close.
picture of him in my mind. I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Brick house builders, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
The goats were shutting the door on our thing.
Yes, I
them.
saw that.
I went back for 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden the door was shut again.
Yeah, it's
Like,
the goats.
Oh yeah, they
I
like
just-
that door shut. Yeah,
They
they.
pushed it with
They
their
were
head
just
and shut it.
odd, the
And actually, they were
goats.
smart enough
Yeah.
today to get out.
Well, you are going to clean up that building after the goats leave, aren't you?
What
Which
building?
building?
The one
Oh
the
yeah,
goats
no,
are
they're
in.
not. This one's clean.
It's
Huh?
I
spotless.
cleaned it. Yeah, no.
Did you clean
I
it?
pushed the hay and everything out. It's clean. No,
Oh.
if they make any mess, I'll make sure it's clean.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
wanting to move into it, it's available.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
It'll be
yeah.
cleaned out
Right,
now.
you can
Make
move
sure
your
it's hosed down.
compost trailer
So
right
make
into
sure
where
it's
the goats
clean.
are living
Yeah,
now,
not a problem.
they won't mind.
I'll make sure it's
everybody's
hosed down.
talking at once and I can't hear anybody. Oh.
So, yes to this question from Fernanda. Service dog are aware about the guest house being free for them to use, but they rejected the use of the guest house. At which point we went ahead and updated the toilet, etc., etc. And now it seems to be all of a sudden it's gone full circle and now it's back in discussion, but it's not really.
I don't
The
think it's
guest
back in discussion.
No,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
there
it's
was-
always been open that
so-
they could always use it,
and-
but they didn't want to use
yeah.
it because of the toilet situation.
Yeah, so-
it's been fixed.
So, but they actually have their own facilities for bringing people in to stay and for matches. So,
And they could use the trailer.
the trailer's actually really nice.
I know, it's good, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's so
Who doesn't-
silly.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
want a microwave?
Anyway.
To accommodate the actual functioning of Service Dogs Project, we have always just done whatever
Yeah,
is necessary.
that is true.
If it's moving 47 puppies here into the house, we did it.
Yeah. Not,
There was
well,
never
not
a
47.
question.
I don't think we had 47.
We
but
had 4 litters.
Okay. I remember having. There's a lot of puppies.
Well, 4 litters. By the time you had the mothers, you had, I think
Yeah,
it was 47.
yeah.
At any rate, there were 4 litters here, and it was a constant job, but it was
it's-
kept clean.
The Service Dog Project doesn't have nearly the chaos that we
No.
used to have. So.
We could help them with that. We've
No.
got goats.
Yeah. yeah.
Let's let them loose. There we go.
Yeah, no, but, you know, we had, all those kennels were doubled up. They had 2 in it. I had 2 in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah.
it
So-
was constant.
How, Janine?
Yes.
How long do you intend to do these rescues? Well,
Wait.
you've been doing it forever.
I've been doing it since I've been doing it. I've been riding rescue horses my entire life. I've never actually had a real horse.
That's true.
But I never thought of giving it up. I have given a lot of it over to.
Well, you better think about retiring it and turning it over to somebody else, because that's the
Yeah,
problem.
well, that's Elizabeth.
We share, and it
yeah.
actually works
It
out
works
really
out fine,
nicely
yeah.
because it takes the pressure off, and we still manage to move forward. We're not
Yeah,
sure how
yeah.
we move forward,
Yeah.
but we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
I'm
works.
not going to ever retire from.
No, she's not.
Yeah, no, I'm
No.
not. We're going to retire from
No.
rescuing and doing philanthropic work. There has been
No.
rumor that I may have retired from my other job.
To
No.
focus on. But anyway,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
So no, and we've actually got a nice setup. We've got a really good, solid group at the moment,
Yeah.
and it's working really nicely. Touch wood,
Yeah,
wood.
yeah.
Find a bit of wood quick,
Yeah.
because it seems to be, and I think it's taken a lot of pressure off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look at the lovely mules we've got.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
all
so
good.
I don't intend to. I'm very connected with with a lot of other people outside of Massachusetts with rescue, and I'm kind of the go-to person. So I think that Void will. She's doing a lot of the operation stuff, but I'm still doing the fundraising.
Mainly geldings and sort of like
Yeah.
that kind of operation.
Right, right.
Although we do try.
But I've been very busy with. Feel like I've kind of dropped the ball because I've spent so much time like setting up cameras and doing this and those damn cameras, and you know. But I'm hoping now I will have more time to focus on not having to be so stressed.
Yes, and it is, and that's what's going to happen. We're going to focus on what we're moving forward with, and it's going to be fine because there's so many of us idiots all
Yeah,
going in the
yeah,
same sort
yeah,
of direction.
I like your swing set idea. I'd like to do something more
Yeah, it's
with
a nice
that.
swing set.
The concept of entertaining these people in the nursing homes
It's
is
not
it's
just
a
that.
nice-
huge.
We all went down there and sat on the swings.
We
and
had a
just
great
relaxed
time.
a couple
It was
days ago.
nice.
Was
It
it
was
last
relaxed.
night?
Yeah, it was last night. It was nice and
It
relaxing.
was last night.
It was relaxing. Very
And
relaxing.
the motion of having your legs hang down and just being able to pull yourself forward and then push yourself back
Just
and then pull yourself
relaxing.
forward, I can understand why that might be beneficial to older people.
Yeah.
It's actually, and you get a nice breeze
Yeah,
because it was
relax.
warm that
Yeah,
night,
Just
and you just get.
relaxing.
It's
we
like
just-
waft.
Truly.
yeah.
Wanda loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she
It's
did.
just peaceful.
She's not here.
Well, the other thing that I've that cage of yours,
Oh, yeah, this is her.
it would be possible to put birds in it that would entertain people in these
Yeah.
finches. Finches is what because they're
Yeah.
so big and colorful and things. As long as it goes through the door,
Yeah, well, that one doesn't.
we could roll it in and leave it there for a day and
Roll it out,
someplace
yeah.
else the
Yeah.
next day.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
the ones that, the homes that I have been to with you, which haven't been recently, they're a lot of them are very dreary.
They are.
And
They're horrible.
little things like, you know, this,
You know, I've always wanted to get the Explore cameras up.
yeah,
So somehow to tie the whole thing into entertaining these people that are just stuck in these
I know,
places.
yeah, they
Yeah.
just get bored.
They sit there for 8 hours and somebody comes and picks them up and takes them home again.
I
Yeah,
can imagine
It's
that.
awful.
Yeah, that's boring.
so.
Awful.
Are
And
there any more
I feel
questions?
very sorry for the people trying to run them.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, they just run out. They're run out.
Yeah,
Do you know sometimes, and I know it sounds a bit silly, because those birds used to be in the sitting room, much to Nick's disgust, but you would go and sit and have a cup of coffee in the morning and they'll stare at you and then they go start going, and it's like they're talking about you. I mean, they're not having a conversation with you. They're like, amongst the four of them going, really? Seriously? And I
is that
don't
what
think...
she's eating again
I know,
today?
I don't think that. Straight to your hips. You know, but it's quite nice because it's like a little bit of companionship
Yeah,
and there's
there's
not a lot of work involved in them.
That's what I'm.
So that would be a nice thing.
They stare at me when I do the water.
They
so
do.
just sort of look at me like, what are you doing?
They're
Well,
very
the cage,
keep
the
an eye
cage
on
has
them,
to
but
go
they're
through the
not
door.
too much,
That's
they're
the only
just
So
sort of
thing.
happy.
you can just, I'm sure we could build one.
They're sweet, yeah. They're very sweet.
They're on
So
rollers.
Yeah,
push them down the hill.
Yeah,
yeah. So
There's a whole concept, and I think Janine and I should sit around and drink more coffee and.
I don't think I
clear
should.
that.
I think that's unhealthy for me to sit around and drink coffee with you, so. It might be healthy for beneficial for a lot of senior citizens, but it's definitely not helping me.
no.
Yeah.
You just got to get these ideas.
Look at pasta.
I know,
Exactly.
It always needs to
pasta
be in
is
the
just
middle.
chillax.
He likes to be
Yeah.
in the conversation.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. This is why he would make a good service dog, although he doesn't seem to be growing out of his wobbly stage, but he definitely wants to be
It's center of
you should see
attention.
where he is.
He's
He's the
a
center of attention.
touchy-feely dog.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do this without losing the camera again. But that's
Center
where
of
pasta
attention.
likes to be, right?
No, you don't have him.
There he is. Yeah. Yeah.
Is he there?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
there.
you got his
There
nose.
he is.
Yeah.
On the floor. Yep. Doing what pasta does. Okay. Did I?
Oh, you've messed it. Look
Yeah,
at that, it's
okay.
really wobbly. Look, we're at slant.
Oh,
It's alright.
okay. Well, we're probably at time anyways.
No, you can't. I haven't finished questions. Now
Okay.
you're rushing me. Now I'm having to try. So, do you know how Bud the horse is doing?
I have not heard about the horse.
No.
He's in North Carolina. I would hear if he wasn't